Hello, you're listening to Questboard, a podcast where we make up random side quests. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Tiffany. Just so you know, we are not professional writers in any way, shape, or form. At least we don't claim to be. We just really like tabletop RPGs, and we do this for fun.
That's right. The other day, I went to see a movie all by myself.
Aw.
I don't know. It's not that bad. But the reason I'm bringing it up is because what movie I saw. I went to see Iron Lung,
Oh,
the
interesting.
Markiplier movie.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
It is a
Wait,
good movie,
isn't
but
that
it's
a
a horror
horror
movie.
movie?
And
Hold up. Who are we talking about going to see this now?
it's a horror movie, and I don't like horror.
Yeah,
But it's also a movie made by a indie director,
that is true.
and it's also a movie based off a video game.
Yeah.
And so I've always said that I want to encourage like movies
Yeah.
being made based off of video games.
That is true. And usually, like, if someone has enough passion to make a movie based off of a game
And it's good.
yeah.
Then
And,
it should
like,
make a lot
they're
of
an
money.
indie company, they have a lot of passion. It's going to be good.
It doesn't like indie doesn't always mean huge like it's going to be good or huge passion.
Not necessarily, no, but, like, when you put things together, there's
But,
usually a lot of passion there.
Yeah, so I was like, the only best way to make it a success and to have it viewed as like, hey, this is a viable thing if you actually make the right thing
Right.
is how much money it makes.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I had to like drive like 45, 50 minutes to go to a theater
That was actually
that
showing
actually
it.
was showing it.
Wow.
None of the theaters in our area
Hmm.
had the movie. So I had to go somewhere else.
That tracks because most of the theaters in our area are big name ones
Yes.
that
That
try to kick the little guy out.
right. And so I will say I've never played the game.
I didn't
God,
even
no.
know it was a game before I saw that the movie
Oh,
was a
I knew
thing.
it was a game beforehand. But a lot of the things in the movies, like I could see what the mechanics were for the
Nice.
video game. And so when you could tell, it's like, do you know anything about the plot?
Nothing whatsoever.
Okay, I won't spoil it just in case you want or anyone who's listening to this wants to watch the movie.
Gotcha.
But it's basically the plot is like, and this is the very beginning. People disappear. It was called like the Quiet Rapture and all that stuff. And
Interesting.
stars and suns were like disappearing and all that stuff.
Weird.
But because of that, limited supplies and all that stuff. But they also found like an anomaly on one of the moons in the in the system. But the entire moon is an ocean of blood,
Ugh.
right? And so the plot is where it's in this ocean of blood, where the player or Markiplier in this movie
Ah.
is the one manning this submarine, trying to navigate through like the depths in this ocean of blood.
It's probably hard to see through.
Yes, and so but it's also like it's so the density and all that stuff where you're completely like welded in within this thing, and it's called the ship's nickname is like the Iron Lung.
Oh, okay.
And so you have no way of seeing outside of it.
Hmm.
You have this like button you push, and then it does a X-ray to cut through the blood, and so then you get a picture, a still frame of the time you press it to see outside or in front of the submarine.
Interesting.
And I'm like, I could see how this is a horror game because
Yeah.
of that right there.
Yes.
You're navigating based off a grid, and you're trying to navigate your way through, and the only time you could see is when you push a button to see
And
a still image.
fear of the unknown
Fear of the
is a
unknown,
big thing.
fear of like in the dark depths of the waters,
Oceans are scary.
the time limit of your oxygen levels in it
Oh,
as well,
gosh, yeah.
the sense of timing on that. And yeah, it is a very, like in the beginning, very slow paced.
Hmm.
But it was like really well done of like showing me who's never played the game, the mechanics, or I was very analytical about it, obviously.
Well, as you would be.
And then it really picks up at the end. And then I was like,
Horror
okay,
movies tend to do that.
and I'm like, okay, this is a horror movie at the end. I won't go any further on that so that it's not really spoilers for anyone. But yeah, so I voluntarily went to see a horror movie.
Oh, you should have said you were going to see it. I might have gone with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have
Funny
been
enough,
like interested in watching it.
funny enough, empty theater, except for like 3 people like that was a part of the same group. I had
Honestly,
me.
that sounds fantastic. Last time I went to see a movie, really noisy kids. But I mean, that happens.
Well, also, you were working. I had the day off. That was the day I went.
Right.
I took some time off because I had a lot of vacation time.
Well, everyone deserves time off.
I know. And I spent it like watching a horror movie, which it didn't really affect me afterwards because it's not as bad as like the horror movies where you could. It feels like this could happen in your day to day scenario. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah.
Like that, like will hit me so much harder.
Like the reason why everyone's afraid of driving behind logging trucks.
Oh yeah, of Final Destination,
Yep.
which I did see that movie.
I had to explain to my sister how they don't do that.
Nah, it's that thought or like a poltergeist in your house or like a
Mhm.
demon child or a creepy kid like right next to your bed kind of thing. Is like
Or murder
when you
clowns.
when you see something like that and then you're laying in bed and there was a scene in that movie is like the couple sitting in the bed
Mhm.
and then something's right next to them. You can envision that while you're laying in bed.
Exactly. And then you'll never sleep again.
Yes, but for me, laying down, it's like I'm not imagining myself in a submarine right now,
Right.
but I would be terrified in that situation.
Oh, yes.
Uh, but yeah, so it didn't affect me that much.
That's good.
It was still like
Maybe
some
Maybe you're
weird
getting
things.
better at.
No,
No, okay. Tried.
thankfully there was no jump scares
Oh,
in the
good.
movie. I think there might have been like small ones, but like I'm usually bad with jump scares.
Gotcha.
Also, I was like, my defense mechanism when it comes to horror movies is I will overanalyze the crap out of it
Mm.
to make it less scary.
Hey, whatever works for you.
Yeah. I would highly recommend it if you're into horror or like sort of eldritch. It kind of gives a feel of sort of eldritch horror.
That's fun.
Or just want to support movies made from video games.
Yeah. Or if you just really like Markiplier.
Actually, I did see a review. I was like looking over, it's like some people's thoughts.
Mhm.
And one person's like, hey, if you're a fan of Markiplier, sometimes it's hard to distinguish this as a character from just you're watching Markiplier.
Right. Okay.
And I'm like, I never watched his stuff. So I was able to just view him as a character.
Yeah. No, I don't really watch his stuff either. I don't know. It just never appealed to me. Not that I dislike him or anything.
Nah, I mean, I don't either, but it's just I never bothered to watch his videos.
Yeah.
But besides that, that's Brandon's review for the day. I don't know. Actually, you know what? If it's a review, I will give it out of 10. I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Don't they usually do out of 5? Anyway, that's a good review.
Yeah. I mean, I could tell it's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for like super scary horror, it's not that kind. It's a little
It's a good
suspenseful.
gateway horror, maybe?
Maybe. I don't know about that. I can never judge what is a good gateway horror because I'm not into the genre at all.
Right.
That is for someone who's very much more into that.
Oh, hey, let us know if it's a good gateway horror movie.
Anyways, I guess we'll make a quest today.
Yeah.
What we actually do for this podcast.
Yeah, instead of reviewing movies.
I mean, we'll occasionally do that.
Yeah.
But we don't watch that many movies.
No.
I think this is the first movie review in the 3+ years.
I feel like we've talked about other movies. Maybe ones that have been out for a long time, but
I know we were really talking. Actually, no. Our first movie review was the Dungeons Dragons movies. I remember
Okay,
that was
yeah.
a stretch of like 3 months. We constantly referenced it.
yeah.
Yeah,
But it's good, so.
I think that was when we first started. I still remember that. Yeah, that was a horrible phase because
Yeah.
we constantly referenced it.
But no, I mean,
That and Baldur's Gate 3 when that came out.
well, yeah.
Anyways, I have this nice little deck here
Ooh,
full of cards
deck of
That-
cards.
that
Finish the
are
saying.
prompts. The undead will overwhelm us all. Word is a necromancer is practicing his dark arts in the old wizard's tower. Very generic.
Did you grab the horror deck?
I don't think so.
All right. We have a scary one. And fun fact, the undead will overwhelm us all is all caps. And
You-
half
On
the
YouTube, you'll
poster-
see the image.
Yeah. I'm just saying this for those who are only listening. Half of the poster is the big bold letters. The undead will overwhelm us all.
Oh, it's a clickbait.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're supposed to see it from across the room.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So word is a necromancer is practicing his dark arts in the old wizard's tower. Okay, so there is a tower. Is it like outside?
That's out.
Is it like outside of town or like in the center of town maybe?
A lot of times they have wizards like, oh, we want isolation and, like, we want our space. So it's usually just a random tower, like, in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but what if this was like a wizard protector kind of person and he like lived in a tower in the middle of town and protected the town and then died? And now a necromancer is taking up residence. Or outside of town, that works too.
Well, okay, we could work with either, but do we want to? Because the standard also twist we do sometimes is, oh, it was a really good guy all along.
Yeah.
Misunderstood necromancer.
Yes. No, they just misread it. It's a neck romancer. He's really into necks.
So it's a vampire.
Yeah.
That's a neck romancer, yes. Oh my god, do you actually want to?
I was just going with a joke.
Now I'm imagining like the party comes in and it's like where the vampire is just like, imagine like one of those romantic date scenes, but instead of talking in person, he's just leaning in towards the neck and it's just like romancing, like sweet talking the neck and the neck only.
Yeah, it's just like one of those romance novel covers where she's like draped elegantly and he's just going, into her neck. It's like, oh, yes, mi amor.
And then she starts taking off her clothes like, no, God, ew. I just want the neck.
Yeah. And the party walks in ready to take on a necromancer and they're like, what's going on here? Sorry to
Do you
interrupt.
want to make this a quick episode where it's just that?
That's it. There's
the
walking.
Necromancer.
He's the necromancer. That's like his shtick.
And it would work if it's a vampire because it is undead.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens if it's just we could say it's a tower inside a town, make it easier.
Yeah.
Where it's just like a bunch of middle-aged women. Like this guy's just
well, they were young.
I'm trying to think of that Edward Collins from Twilight.
Oh,
like
gotcha.
hot young guy that every middle-aged woman wants.
Oh gosh.
And there's just like a bunch of middle-aged women that just goes to that tower. And it's like the undead's gonna overwhelm us all. It's gonna take all our women.
And it's one of the angry
The post
husbands.
was made by an angry husband.
Yeah. And he's like, he keeps stealing my wife away. He was like, is she cheating or something? No.
I think so.
Like
It could be.
Yeah, but all he's doing is just, talking sweet nothings to their neck. There's no like actual cheating happening.
Okay, it depends on your definition of cheating.
Yeah,
That
true.
is different for everyone.
Okay, no actual deed is
But
done.
what happens if the husband is just super misogynistic? Like she's supposed to be back home and cooking dinner and all. She's out.
Get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then who's the real bad guy here?
Back in ye olden days, they kind of were.
Oh,
I was like,
ye olden days of 60 years ago.
yeah. It was like, yeah, no, I'm thinking like medieval times though. Like back then, the women would, dress up all fancy and then not really have anything to do all day. Like if they were well off, they had maids to take care of the house and cook the food. So they would just kind of sit around doing needlework or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, neowork, or they would have
Or reading fantasy novels about vampires.
It's mostly like tea time and like gossip and this and that, and
That sounds so boring.
that's all they had at the time. Anyways.
I know. So yeah, I can see why they would go visit a schmexy vampire
So what happens
in a
if
tower.
like it's like a lower lower class person who's like the husband
Mm-hmm.
can't read or write and actually as someone else, and so that's when that misconception, he
And
said
doesn't
necromancer.
Doesn't know the word vampire, so he's like calls him a necromancer, and then the
Like some
the
like
person
that, some
writing it down
misunderstanding like level
is
of that,
like, oh,
that-
you mean a necromancer? Okay.
and then they didn't question it because it sounded like a necromancer.
Yeah.
But the guy said necromancer.
Uh-huh. And he's thinking that this vampire is turning all the women in town into vampires so the undead will overwhelm us all. But really, no, they're just going there because he's nice.
What happens if it's just like smooching up and just like, you know, that like kissing and neck foreplay?
Yeah.
This is a weird conversation we're having, but
I know.
speaking from two people who one is married and anyways.
And those of you writing the fan fictions now,
no,
we're
God,
not
no.
interested in each other.
God no. I feel like mine was a little too hasty when I'm like, God no. I just realized that.
It's mutual, don't worry.
Excuse me? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I was waiting for that.
So it's where it's just like, it's just a lot of that, and women are just really into that from just a hot, younger looking guy.
It makes me think of, did you ever watch Ouran High School Host Club?
Yeah, I love that anime.
It's basically that.
Except for he's just really into like the neck.
Yeah, he's just really into necks, and that's kind of like the price they pay to get in. Just let him smooch your neck a little bit, and then he'll treat you to a lovely afternoon tea.
Okay, if we go any further, what is the name of said
Ooh.
vampire or neck romancer?
Okay, we need a better name than... Ooh. Okay, I was going to say, the first one that popped up
Also,
on my list.
I love how we went from a conversation of a horror movie called Iron Lung to this
Yes.
silly, blasphemous creation that we've made.
Oh, yes. So the first name that popped up on my list, which we are not going to use, is Herbie Hunter, and I just thought it was funny and needed to be mentioned. But if I move up the list a little bit, we have Derek Underwood.
Okay, Derek would make a good name.
Yeah. Actually, if I go even further up the list, we do have a Maxwell Beltran.
I feel like Derek sits a little bit better.
Okay.
I don't know why. It just feels like it.
Okay. Derek Underwood. I do like the Underwood part. Don't turn it into anything. I can see it on his face, everyone.
I don't know what you're talking about. So, is it just going to be party goes in, misunderstanding the situation?
Yeah. And if there's
And what
any...
happens if it's just like it's a scheduled thing, like he has appointments?
Yeah.
And he just they go in and
He
he's in the
basically-
middle, obviously a date with someone.
Yeah.
With someone's neck. Sorry, my bad.
I was gonna say he basically just like makes appointments to treat them like a queen for a day. Maybe not a day, but like, you know, for whatever their appointment time is.
What happens if his philosophy is like, hey, I don't bite necks discriminately. Like I swoon over them and then with their proper consent, and then just like then he'll actually like bite and like drink the blood and all that stuff. So he feels like he's being more romantic about getting the blood kind of thing. Maybe it's more intimate for Derek here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's a hopeless romantic, but he's combining his two passions, blood and romance.
Yeah.
And that's how.
And maybe like all these women, like a trait of all these women is they always wear very high collar, fancy, you know, like high necked dresses and stuff. So you can't see the bite marks that he's obviously leaving behind. Or he's learned how to heal. So yeah, he'll bite, but then he heals.
I think it's more just like the women just go for it because and that's why like it works well with the whole, it's a bunch of middle-aged women because they're like, oh, I don't feel like, you know how it is. I don't feel the romance of my husband anymore. And they just like, that's the price is paid. It's just like,
yeah.
And so they don't like, it could just be like, it's obvious and all that stuff. They just don't care. And that's how the husband's like the one made the post is aware about it.
Gotcha.
And it's like, oh yeah, getting bit by a vampire doesn't turn you into a vampire.
Nope, that's not what all the myth and lore says.
And so it's just like, they're just being fed up, but you know, uneducated people might fearfully think that.
Right, but they're fully consenting, maybe even has them like sign some sort of contract.
I think it's just treating like a date where it's just like,
yeah,
it's instead of the normal human thing at the end of the date, it's that.
Yeah.
And to Derek, that might be equivalent to that. I don't know.
Yeah, he just gets a little snack at the end.
No, it's called dessert.
Oh, right.
And then they're into it because, you know, affection and all that stuff, physical affection, it's just towards the neck, but you know.
And maybe it's something similar to like a real life vampire bat. where I always think this about vampires. Their saliva actually acts as like a numbing agent. So when they are biting something and drinking their blood, whatever they're biting doesn't feel it.
But their saliva also acts as a blood thinner, so then they
Yeah.
don't stop bleeding.
Yeah, it keeps bleeding.
That's not very good at the neck.
No, that I'm saying just the numbing part.
Ah, sure, why not?
Yeah, so it's like these women aren't being hurt in any way. They're being taken very good care of.
So going back to like the party, and I guess it really depends on the party's reaction, but the party intervenes or interrupts a date,
Yeah.
and then
Probably just as he's
they
about to bite.
understand, well, possibly, and then either they understand that it's a misunderstanding or
They kill the vampire.
they go in guns blasting.
Yeah.
Is there anything else to add then?
Well, I mean, they wouldn't have prepared for a vampire for sure. So they wouldn't have stakes or anything like that. They would have prepared for a necromancer, which is usually just a
Anything.
weak little wizard person.
Wow. Next time we make a necromancer, it's going to be a strength-based necromancer. I'm going to make sure of it.
You
I'm
do
probably
that.
going to forget, but
Yeah.
I'll make sure of it.
You do that.
I guess that means we have nothing else to add because it really
Yeah.
depends on the player's reaction.
Yeah, no, it's really just kind of a gotcha at this point. It's like something is happening. All the women in town are, getting swooned into.
What
eating
happens if
lunch.
they do prepare for it? Because if they investigate all that stuff, they see that women have
Well, that's why I
more
was-
bite marks and they're going to know it's a vampire.
That's why I was talking
in the
about like
tower.
maybe they do wear the high collars, or they wear like an ascot or something to cover it up because they don't want people to find out, because then they'll stop it from happening because vampires are misunderstood and whatnot.
It's either that or we give the players a chance to think that they're going against a high vampire lord or something like this or that.
Yeah,
And
maybe
give
with
them the
good enough-
anticipation.
with a good enough investigation roll, they can figure it out. Like give them a chance to find it, but make it a little difficult.
Maybe.
Don't just dangle it in front of them like a piece of meat.
Because women are more than that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm an ally. I guess that is it. This is a short episode today. I'm sorry, but
Eh.
we went with a stupid bit that was said in the beginning, and this is what happens.
I mean, that's what happens
Agreed
when you,
upon stupid bit.
when you go with the first idea.
So, I guess to recap, players see that posting.
Mhm.
They're going to assume an actual necromancer, or they might like investigate and come across that, oh, is it a vampire or is a vampire working with them or
Mhm.
something like that? If they ever go into the tower that's located in town,
Yes.
in the city,
Mhm.
let's say it's a city because
Probably a large city to have a big
a
tower.
wizard tower isn't going to be in a small town or anything.
Right.
If they go to the tower, they're going to discover in the middle of a date or, a date
Probably
or a
mil-
session,
Middle of a date, like just about to take that bite.
either going to misunderstand the situation or try to stop him, and then he'll have a chance to explain himself.
Right.
And then funny misunderstanding.
Yeah.
It's all consensual.
Mm-hmm.
He's just into necks. He's a neck romancer.
Whether or not that's illegal is not up to the party. They can report him, but
Or they might have a conscience like, hey, you're not that bad. I mean,
yeah, it's like you're not hurting
technically
them,
the
really.
law is going to kill you because you're undead, but
Yeah.
or the church, the temple, whichever
Although
religious
if
figures.
you do have a party member,
The
who's,
paladins are
like,
going to kill you.
truly against undead, then yeah.
They're racist against undeads.
Yeah.
That's what a ranger is.
Yeah.
If you choose that.
Well, not all rangers. It's
If
just
you choose that.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you put this in your campaign, let us know what is the party's reaction when they realize it's not a necromancer but necromancer. You can let us know down in comments of this YouTube video, which will lovely have the posting so you can have that image.
Yep.
You can let us know on X at Questboard Pod or on Blue Sky on Questboard. If you have a job posting of your own that you want us to make a quest of, you can let us know on any of those sites. I've already said plenty of times already this episode, we do have a YouTube, so if you want to check out that for visuals, like postings like from our cards or from Mel Magic, other places that we have it more of a visual thing instead of a list,
Or like when we do a character jam.
or that. We do provide visuals for those kinds of episodes. And it's much better on YouTube for that front.
Yeah.
But if you're wanting to listen to us on the go, we're on most podcasting platforms. I think with that, I wish you all a good night.
And happy questing.